What did Usher and Pitbull say while playing Riichi Mahjong? Cause baby, tonight, dealers got us feeling depressed again. Yeah, baby, tonight, dealers laughing cause we're in for a 10. So pawn, pray for a man gone. Dora is all gone, but we move on. Yeah, baby, tonight, turn into the Joker for the content. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul, folks. My name's Yusong. I hope you're having a good day wherever you are, folks. You're listening to Riichi FM, club hits only. Pitbull, Usher, DJ's got us falling in love again. Dealers laughing cause we're in for a 10. It's a beautiful day to be playing Mahjong. Again, my name's Yusong. I hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Last video, so we were graced. Of course this happened, okay? Of course this happened. I was so hyped. To bring Max, aka Light Pink Yoshi, back on the channel. He's a Saint 2-star level player. He's ranked even higher in that than Tenhou. And of course, we were both running hot in our personal game, so we were due for a loss. We were just genuinely due for a loss. But we still learned some stuff, right? Like, we learned some evaluations about whether or not to open for dragon triplets, and we still learned a lot of lessons about, like, how we should fold and stuff. Anyway, the point is, huge shout out to Max again for his time. I can't wait to have him back on the channel. Hopefully, if he's a busy guy, he's playing a lot of Zhong stuff. He's got his own elo to climb. He's got his own names to take. We're loading back into the Jade Room today. We're going to try to put those lessons into practice. And as we load in, let me just say this. If you like this song or you like the Zhong, consider subscribing. I got new videos every single day. Consider leaving a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous, as it helps me out such a great deal. It brings us to our featured comment of the day. Rogue Lizard writes, this unceremoniously appeared on my feed for whatever reason. I was virtually wholly nescient with Mahjong prior to this and was left utterly, hang on, gotta make a discard real quick. I was left utterly bewildered throughout the video. You nevertheless managed to keep me thoroughly captivated for the entire 30 minutes with your humor and charming personality. Hell, you unequivocally deserve more than 11k subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is a real check your PayPal kind of a moment, because that is one of the nicest things that anyone has ever said. Thank you so much. I hope, you know, a lot of new viewers have been leaving comments lately, and I just want to give a huge shout out to if you are a new viewer, welcome into the channel. The water's fine, the brain rot's free. Mahjong is a game for wolves. It was designed in a lab by scientists to inflict the maximum amount of pain onto human beings as is humanly possible. But besides that, it's not bad. it's honestly pretty fun. So anyway, thank you so much for the kind comment. How am I doing outside of the game today? I'm doing good. I'm laughing at God for, you know, the last the collab with Max that we did. I don't know how this could have happened, but in retrospect, I'm like, yeah, two players with doing really well in their most recent games. Of course, when you put those two magnetic poles together, it's gonna create a black hole. It's gonna create heavy losses. White Dragon Dora here. I mean, I don't love throwing this one away, but like at the same time, I don't think we're supposed to go for a half flush. I think our shapes are really freaking good. I'm not even sure we pawn for the effing Southwind right now. I know. I think I just like calling Riichi with this hand. If we draw into something that finishes this sequence or this sequence, I think I'm okay with that. If we did have another pair in our hand, like if we draw into an Omega Chunk, for example, like if we draw into a 6 of bamboo and we cut the 9 of characters, right? Then I would happily pawn into the Southwind. But because we don't have that, I don't think that we necessarily need to think about the pawn. I just put the Riichi in the bag. I put the Riichi in the bag. Humble Riichi Pinfu farming, except this isn't Pinfu. The Mahjong gods have decided that for Pinfu, for whatever reason, your pair cannot be anything useful. It cannot be a Dragon Tail, it cannot be your Seat Wind, it cannot be your Prevalent Wind. So, unfortunately for us, our pair is our Seat Wind, but this is a nice 8-tile, double-sided banger. So, we insta-slam the like and subscribe, and we let Jesus take the wheel. How am I doing outside of the game? I'm doing okay. My significant other and I, we had kind of a weird morning. We went to City Hall. We went to, oh, this is going to be riveting. Yeah, hold on tight to your butts. You've never heard a story as interesting as this. We went to City Hall, and it was like, we went accidentally, we parked in the parking lot, but then we like ended up going into like the back door. I don't think we went into like the main way. and there was like a red telephone there that was like, pick this up if you need police assistance. And we were like, no. And then, but like we were trying to just move in front of the automatic doors and try to like wave and stuff, and nothing was opening. So we ended up like walking back to our car. We called inside and we were like, how do we do it? And they were like, did you use the phone? And we were like, no, we didn't use the phone. And they were like, you're supposed to use the phone. And so, okay, so we used the phone. We used the phone, and then we like called inside. And then at the desk, they chided us for not using the phone. And I didn't know how to be like, hey, we weren't being attacked. If I'm seeing a brightly colored telephone in the wild that says pick up if you need police assistance, and we're there for a parking permit. If we were there for a parking permit, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, officer, I'm in danger right now. We were chided. We were admonished at the front desk. For what? Trying to give another Samaritan the possibility of recourse if they're being attacked? City Hall was weird, folks. City Hall, and we couldn't even get our the person in the record. It was a whole bunch of bureaucracy. Like we couldn't even do what we needed to do. Violet calls con hugely unadvised. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're going into Tenpai for some reason, but oh, you know, the con isn't that bad. They don't allow me to get the last draw, so I can understand them calling con there and just trying to rid me or rob me of the chance to go under the sea or under the river. Sure, absolutely fine. So we make it into Tenpai there. Everyone, as expected of the Jade Room, plays super defensively, and we can't get the win there. It's totally okay. This unit is okay as well. Maybe a little bit of a Tanyo situation, right? You're saying, Yusong, how is this Tanyo? You got a lot of 1s and 9s. If we can draw into another 8 of characters or something, like, this could genuinely be a pawn kind of a situation. I mean, that's kind of nasty as well. I feel like, it feels like the first time, I don't even mind cutting 3 of bamboo here. Nah, I think I'm just supposed to. No, but the East Wind is Sea Wind Problem Wind. This is the wind so nice they scored it twice. This I like the East Wind here. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Okay, now I gotta throw the East Wind. Unfortunately, we're just drawing into some good stuff. All right, well, all that hullabaloo about literally nothing. That's okay. That's okay. How am I doing otherwise? I mean, besides our escapade at City Hall, I'm doing okay. I don't know how this always happens. Whenever I schedule a collab with someone, I do it at like the pits of my schedule. Like I always do it when I manage to make myself like the busiest freaking goober ever seen. I mean, this is interesting. I don't think I call Riichi. I'm gonna wait one turn. I'm gonna wait one turn just to see if we can't get a 4 of circles. Okay, never mind. I mean, drawing into 4 of circles would be so nasty here. We get to upgrade the single tile weight to a double-sided weight. Red Dragon, go ahead. If other people want a pawn and stuff, yeah, all the fewer tiles to fool with, my pretty. So I will call Riichi here. It's a Riichi only hand. Usually, if you have a Riichi only hand on a bad weight, you are not allowed to slam the like and subscribe. I will concur with you there, okay? I agree with you, but it's not a Riichi only hand. We also have the dealer seat, and I know that's not necessarily scored as a valid Han or a Yaku, but I think in Riichi Book 1, this is one of those things that you have to consider when you're slamming the like and subscribe, when you're partaking in the liking and or the subscribing, you know? So this is okay. This morning, we kind of went sicko mode at a bakery. A few nights ago, we went to a bakery just for like a nice dessert. It's when I got the churro. And then we kind of, it was like closing time, right? So the bakery was trying to like schmoove inventory. And so they were like, if you buy 5 items, we'll give you 1 item free. And my significant other and I heard that. I'll just say I heard that. And I just went wild. I just started pulling things off the shelves. Taro bun. Yes. This thing called a dirty bun, which is just like a, hey, dirty bun. What is this? My nickname in high school? No, it's not true at all. But like a dirty bun. These little hot dogs in like a pigs in a blanket kind of a situation. Ooh, hot dogs in a bread. Oh, I'm grabbing a 3-pack of those. Bagel with ham and cheese. Grabbing some of those as well. So started off the morning kind of right. Look, the City Hall stuff, not very good. Hey, City Hall, more like hall, if you know what I mean. A word that kind of sounds like city, but I don't want to say in this video because I still need them to give us a parking pass. So, you know, we gotta stay cordial. We gotta stay, you know, I don't know, tolerant, I guess. What am I doing with this yet? Okay, Yusung's brain completely farted for a second, but the west wind is nice and the east wind's okay. I can't believe that when I was in school, a lot of the discourse around the time was like preaching tolerance, and I'm like, no, I think tolerance is a good thing, but if you like stop to think about that, you're like, tolerance is like barely putting up with someone. You know what I mean? Like we were teaching kids, like, no, you don't have to like, you know, you don't have to like try to be friendly with anyone. You just have to tolerate them. I'm like, oh my God. It was only in my adult life where I was like, shouldn't we have been teaching like, I don't know, like, I don't know, hey, come sit with us for lunch. You know what I mean? Like that'll make you feel better too. Because it feels good to do nice things. No, we just have to tolerate each other. If you see a Facebook status that you don't like, just tolerate it. Like, I don't know, folks. I don't know. Okay, hang on. I do know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lock in. This might be a 7 pairs banger. I don't ever think that we open for a pawn here. Maybe for all triplets, but I really don't think so. I think this is a 7 pairs, 2 Dora, kind of a sitch, if you know what I mean. That's what we in the business like to call situations. All right. We should ask Max about this next time too, because like this is a once discarded. I mean, I could just pawn here. I don't think it's right, but I think we could pawn there. Oh, wait, let's see what Maka says about the east to west wind pawn. Like, they could just want me to pawn because it's a pretty solid hand. All triplets, 3 Dora. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. But I like my 7 pairs. I like my 7 pairs because I don't have to call Riichi, or if I can Riichi, I can Riichi on perhaps a Suzy. Wait, oh, all of the 1 of circles? All of the 1 of circles? What is this? Me with the hot dog rolls at the end of a long day at the bakery? It's okay. Yeah, I can't believe that tolerance was the name of the game. It's not. I would rather have tolerance than bullying, but I would also then have like inclusiveness than tolerance. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm asking him, oh no, he's gone woke. No, he's saying that we should be nice to one another. I don't know. Just interesting to re-examine your upbringing. I don't know. All right, well, Ryler's discarding a lot of the tiles that we need. Hilarious, unfortunate. Call me Lemony Snicket the way this is a series of unfortunate events, okay? 2 of circles being discarded. Yeah, feels bad. I'm going to cut 9 of circles here. 3 8s are gone. They cut the 8 early. I'm fairly confident in that. 9. Had we waited on the 9 of circles, we would have gotten it immediately. But I think that we want to play defense and offense at the same time. I don't know. Maybe this is just the beginning of my bad luck arc. We were due for a loss. There was no, we gotta have, the next time I do a coaching collab, I gotta be like 10 losses deep, okay? And then we're due for a huge dub. And not only will it be a huge dub, it'll be a hugely educational dub as well. Holy guacamole. Holy God, that was very, very lucky. That was, we took our medicine last video, and now we are cashing in. And we sacrifice, you know, we light that bridge on fire, and we light that boat on fire, and we let it sail into the sunset. And now we cash in, folks. And now we cash in. Keep this in mind. The only reason you should ever be nice to anybody else, number 1, tolerance. Number 2, because then you can cash in that karma later for cold, hard, capitalistic gains, okay? That is what we are in here to do. Empathy? No. Shareholder returns? Oh, now we're talking. I always too, like, oh, this is interesting. I think that my weakest shape, what is my weakest shape? I mean, we could still accept a 3 of circles here if I cut the 4 of circles. So I think this is okay. I want to be able to accept the native characters as well. I always schedule collabs on like the moments in life where I'm the most fried mentally. Hang on. Interesting. I don't know what I'm supposed to discard here. Like, this is a classic kind of a Yusung scratch his head kind of a moment. I mean, I think I do this. If I have to wait on a double pair, I like waiting on 9s and 1s. You know what I mean? I think that's pretty good. This is East. Oh, we're still in East 2. Repeat 3. This might even be repeat 4 or something, just like whack-a-doodle like that. East 3, because there's 3 repeat counters already. So I don't know if that means we're in the 4th one. But anyway, there was a 2 of circles decision. I would like to re-examine that one just to see what was going on. So let us realize here that the one of circles has been twice discarded, as in the sense that this is never going to become a triplet. Hate to break the bad news to you, but this is always going to be our pair. So if we draw into something like 8 of characters, it's a double pair Riichi, but we're only really waiting on the 9. I would still take it. I would still take it. Now, that's a great tile to draw back into. You're not going to believe me, but I was thinking about 6 of characters. I was like, okay, now we can draw into a 5 or an 8, and then double pair weight on tiles that could absolutely still come true. Ooh! Riichi, double-sided weight, 1 Dora. I know double-sided weight doesn't count as a Han, but it doesn't count as a valid Yaku. It feels good to say every single time, okay? It feels good. It feels good to be sitting in a position where we have a double-sided weight. Now, unfortunately, no 4, 5, 6 mixed triple sequence. Something along those lines. I think that's way too greedy to be going for. What's also disgusting is that I cut a 6 of characters early, so it kind of gives the vague impression like only a true sicko would somehow redraw back into the 6 of characters and then wait on like the 5 or the 8. 8 of characters looks obscenely safe right now. This is, I don't know, this is just like a confluence of extremely lucky factors, and Right Lord we might be sending someone to the Shadow Realm. We might also be sending ourselves to the Shadow Realm because Left Lord chased our Riichi. Nothing we can do but continue to play offense. The Left Lord, they cut the red 5. We're cutting, at least we're drawing some safe tiles in the 8 of circles. 3 of circles, not necessarily a safe tile. I am, okay, look, we might still deal in. I can't deny that we've had pretty decent luck. We've drawn into, after they called Riichi, East Wind, West Wind, 8 of circles, 2 of circles, all like fairly safe tiles, 1 of characters. Someone in heaven has it out for me. Someone in heaven really took a long walk by the beach after yesterday, and they were like, Yusong was trying to do something cool by organizing a collab, and we gave him a big L. That was wrong. I was not very tolerant. I was being a big hater. In fact, I was being a huge hater. Folks, I don't know what to tell you here. We're running this table, okay? We're absolutely running this table. Help me, step bro. I'm stuck in East 2 right now. We're never escaping East 2. 2 of circles, I don't even like you. I don't even want to play with you anymore. I kind of want to, do I want to keep the options open? No, I think this is just like a Riichi Pinfu hand. Look, White Dragon and Red Dragon are okay, but I still like drawing into 3 of circles here. So if we happen to draw into 3 of circles here, that's pretty pog. If we draw into another 2 of circles here, that's also pretty freaking pog at the end of the day, because we do need a pair for this hand. Anyway, I started my day by eating a chocolatey bread pastry. It was so freaking good. I did get it all over my face though. That was embarrassing. I don't know how to like, I'm like, my significant other, she said that she was like very charmed by the whole thing, and that's cool, but I'm like, I don't know how to reckon with the fact that I'm like kind of like a messy eater. I'm an adult, you know what I mean? Like, I think I should have outgrown that at this point. I think that we should not be there right now, like we gotta really reevaluate. So that was kind of sobering. I don't really think I'm that messy, but in restaurants and stuff, this is okay. I'm admitting this to you, but only because this is a secret, okay? Don't tell anybody else. At a restaurant, when I'm eating, like usually when I'm eating, I use my napkin like after every bite. Is that normal? Is that normal? I meant to hit the gasp SFX, but I accidentally hit the boo one. But maybe people hate this. Maybe people hate this anecdote. I'm not really sure. I am 1 tile away from Tenpai. I keep the 8 of Bamboo as a safe tile, but we got a Riichi Pinfu 1 Dora hand. I might not even call Riichi with this hand. I mean, calling Riichi kind of nasty with it, because wow, okay. I mean, I don't really know what to do here. If I cut this, I can accept 6 or 9 here, or 6 or 9 here. And right now, all I can accept is 5 or 8. And the 8s are kind of not looking good, right? So I mean, I don't know about this. This is a little bit of a weirdo discard, and Right Lord's gonna run us. Okay, let's definitely take a look back at that last East 2, 7 of circles, because I don't know if that was the right discard. This is the best of both worlds. Not only are we kind of huge pogging at the current state of the game, but it's also going to be a little bit educational. And I, as someone who's like pretty improvement pilled at the time, for the time being, I would like to learn how to better navigate some of these very, very tricky situations. So sand is okay. Dora is a 7 of characters. We could happily slot in a 7 of characters in this hand. Would not be upsetty spaghettied at that whatsoever. Eastwind, I mean, a green dragon. I always get these two confused, but Eastwind and I always say the opposite. A green dragon, still looking okay. Awkwardly, I was going to get rid of the 1 of circles, but now if we draw into a 2 of circles, that's actually kind of heat, so I got to keep that around. 2 of bamboo is also fine. Now drawing into a 3 of bamboo is kind of heat. Yeah, I guess I'm a messy eater. I don't know. I think that's okay though. I think that's absolutely okay. I also don't know how we got into this. Oh yeah, because we drove past a big hill on the way back from City Hall, and I asked my significant other, not to dox myself. No, I don't know. He lives near a big hill. I asked my significant other, because I grew up in upstate New York, and there a lot of snowfall, a lot of sledding in general. And I asked her, like, have you ever been like sledding? Because she grew up in Southern California. You know, she's got a cool surfer vibe. I don't know if that's accurate. I'm making a joke because the stereotype, I guess, and this isn't very tolerant of me, but the stereotype of Southern California is like surfer, kind of chill. Let's chill. Zoe 101 kind of vibes. You know what I mean? Wasn't that like filmed in Australia? I don't even know. Anyway, the point is, I was like, oh, have you been sledding? And she was like, once we went to like a park, but it was basically like ice and it wasn't really sledding. And it just made me sad because I was like, sledding is really, really fun. Sledding is pog. Sledding, don't get me wrong, I've also been skiing. I'm not a stranger to the old pizza French fry, if you know what I mean, okay? I've been skiing, and that's its own sort of bliss, don't get me wrong. It's its own sort of pog. But like skiing, you gotta be in control. It's like a skill, and that's good. But sledding is just like the ultimate blissful surrender to the universe. You know what I mean? Sledding, you can just kind of go, and hopefully get a long ride once you're on the hill and down the hill. You know. Now, is it all that I'm making it out to be? No, not necessarily. 7 of circles is a little bit of a risky tile to throw. Firelord's probably in Tenpai. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. This hand kind of doo-doo. We haven't been able to get into Tenpai. A crosser with the con. That is our sign to bow out. A crosser just got after a con. That's actually disgusting. They didn't even have a valid. Oh my god. I mean, they had prevalent wind, but if they had just gotten 7 of circles, it would have been after a con only. that is gross. Okay. A crosser's got that protagonist schmoove right now. I'm not gonna emote. Like, I want to emote to show them that I think it's cool. Don't get me wrong, but I also don't want to accidentally give them the bad manners, the BM, if you know what I mean. Because I'm like, oh, I'm sitting in first, and that's a cute little. Oh, I remember babies first after a con. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that by hitting them with the you know, like, I don't know, this kind of emote or something. Sledding is genuinely a lot of fun. Sledding is big pog. 6-8 is good. I don't really know what shape we're supposed to discard. Like, drawing into 1 of bamboo is kind of heat right now, in the sense that we could get a 1-2-3 mixed dribble sequence. Okay, well, that is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeesh. I don't like this, but I will be discarding my 8 of bamboo. If we draw into a 5 of bamboo, then we got some problems, okay? Because I'm not about to throw away a triple-sided weight, but right now, okay, 8 of bamboo. I'm sorry. I understand that you're feeling a little bitter right now, but I don't know if you're a perfectly fine tile. I just don't know if you slot into this current hand that we got cooking up. Oh, brother. I mean, we're not doing anything with that right now. We can accept a 5 of circles, I guess. 5 of circles or 7 of circles. Still kind of okay with it. 3 of circles, I think, is the nut draw right now. 3 of circles, definitely the nut draw. 8 of bamboo. We gotta have words, okay? We gotta communicate. This is passive aggressive as frick right now. 3 copies of the 8 of bamboo. It's fine. Walking back up the hill though, after you've gone sledding, that's hard. I don't know if I could bring myself to do that now. I'm so weak. I'm genuinely so effing weak now. I don't know. That's the bad part. Oh, did I ever tell you this? I've fallen off a ski lift before. I know. It wasn't like, okay, so let me tell you this. It wasn't like, I'm okay. I didn't die. Spoilers, okay? And it wasn't like I fell off 20 feet into the abyss. It was more so like the biggest points of like danger on a ski lift are right when you get on and as you're getting off. That is like a lot could go wrong. You know what I mean? And so I got on the ski lift, but I didn't necessarily like get a good seat. So I was like kind of just like slipping through. Like we started going and I just started like slipping through the seat and the bar, you know what I mean? I just started wah, and I wasn't screaming or anything, but I made the calculated decision. It all happened so fast, but I made the calculated decision to be like, you should fall right now rather than like die by falling later. So I fell, I would say like a good, and I didn't break any bones. I was honestly like huge shout outs to the heavens for not hurting me that much, but I you know, I did not injure anything. I have injured myself skiing. I like twisted my ankle or like fractured an ankle or whatever. That was not very cool. That was not very awesome. But luckily in that moment, it was probably just like 4 or 5 feet. It was like still like a decent height, but there was also, you know, there was also like not hard snow at the bottom. There was luckily like soft snow at the bottom, so it really helped the old fall there. Left Lord's gonna call Riichi. I'm so happy if Left Lord wins this one. Let me just keep the game moving along. What I don't want to see is a Crosslord winning this one. I'm happy if one of these bozos deals into another one of these bozos, you know? It's bozo on bozo violence, and I'm just a bystander, and I think that that's okay. A Crosslord is not playing defense, which I vehemently dislike. Like 7 of characters, maybe they see all the 6s or something along their lines if that's what's in their hand. The Dora is safe. The Dora was safe, but the Dora still remains to be safe. 5 of characters, I'm gonna watch to see if they've changed anything in their hand. If they change their hand, 5 of characters no longer becomes safe. But if they just cut the tile that they drew from the wall, 5 of characters is still very safe. So let's see what happens here. Red Dragon also a guaranteed safe tile. So yeah. We only have to discard like 1 more freaking tile. I am so happy if a Crosslord deals into someone else at this table. Y'all got garbage weights or something? What's going on here? Left Lord sumoing single tile chasing Riichi. I don't know if I call the single tile chasing Riichi, but you are in last. You are in last. Could have had a double pair weight on the 9s and the 1s, but electing for the we should just see. South, that was like East 4, left Lord Tenpai. I want to see what Maka. I want to know what love is, but I also want to see what Maka says about Left Lord's decision making. This is interesting. If we draw into another like green dragon or a white dragon, suddenly we're starting to go a little oingo boingo territory. But outside of that, I think we're still pretty happy here to just pawn to the red dragon. I will also say this. I think I just chi into 6 of 6 of characters as well, right? We get to use our red 5, and the 6 of characters is the Dora tile, so we're not gonna have a lot of opportunities to get the Dora tile. I feel like if one falls across our lap, we should absolutely take it. Wow. Okay, this is really good. I mean, I don't think I'm ever using the 6 of bamboo. I think we're calling Riichi or pawning the red dragon, cutting this, and then maybe cutting a 2 of bamboo so that we can have a pair. I don't know. Very weirdo situation. Extremely weird situation. If I draw into, oh, that hurts. But we had equal chances to draw into the 6 of bamboo as we do the green dragon right now. Someone might pawn there. There was a little bit of a pause, but maybe they're skipping the first one. Yeah. Oh, do we ever do the thing where it's like we don't press pawn on the red dragon? I think this hand we just want to keep the game schmoving, and we can win very easily if we do get the red dragon. So I think this is a pawn. Again, if there are instances where we can skip the first one and then end on a double-sided weight to for the red dragon and something else, then maybe that's a little bit interesting. Like now, if we draw into 6 of characters, I slam the like and subscribe. I genuinely slam the like and subscribe. I might slam the like and subscribe even now. It's a single tile. It's Riichi red 5 Dora, and I think this is good enough. Maybe we're supposed to keep our hand so that like not Riichi, so that no one else can chase our Riichi and make us have the worst day of our lives. But the good news about this hand is that if we draw into the Dora, like if someone chases and we draw into the Dora, we never ever have to discard the Dora. The most dangerous thing that we have to discard, I don't know, freaking red 5 of circles, red 5 of bamboo. Those are the only tiles that make my heart drop through my stomach, and I'm kind of okay. What is this? Me falling off a freaking ski lift very slowly? It was okay. I don't think anyone laughed at me or anything. Everyone was like, "Are you okay?" So that was cool. No like, I mean, I was a teenager back then, but no other teenagers were laughing at me, which is a huge perk. Big ups to the tolerant members of upstate New York skiing community. Okay, huge. No emotional scarring, and lucky. Oh my god, yeah, very lucky situation. Just in general from that day. Oh my god. Yeah. I will say, when I did fracture my ankle skiing, I think it was just because like I like landed wrong on like I never did jumps while I was skiing. You know what I mean? But I think there was a little bit of a lift, and then I just kind of landed awkwardly on it. Pure double sequence. I think it's okay. I think still calling the Riichi here is pretty strong. Again, it makes other people like have to play defensively. Everyone else's scores are so close that, you know, maybe they just want to protect the lead that they do have. Like a Crossroad, I can definitely see them just protecting the lead. But obviously, it did not feel good to have my ankle be like super freaking injured or whatever. But then, like, you know how you get to go to school with crutches, and then everyone's like, you get some nice attention from that. That was good. They don't make them like that anymore. You know what I mean? Nowadays, to get attention, you got to make YouTube videos about Riichi Mahjong. Oh, brother. 2 tiles left. I mean, we're going to get the last draw. Hopefully no one pawns the tile that Leffler throws right now. All right, we don't get there, but no one else is in Tenpai. Absolutely. I'll protect the throne right now. I will absolutely protect the throne. Keep the game moving into South 2. Still a long game. Despite all the time, despite all my rage, despite all the time that we spent in East 2, great hand, by the way. 7 of characters is so good, followed by another 7 of characters. I won't lie to you. Like that, these are the tiles that I would very much like. White Dragon being discarded is okay. I mean, I don't really know how this hand is gonna get into Tenpai, but we shouldn't ask too many questions. Like these are some pretty good shapes. I'm not gonna cause a kerfuffle right now. I think that we can just game a little bit. Drawing into another East one, still really good. I know it's been once discarded, but it is our C win. It's useful to literally no one else. It's no longer anyone's prevalent win, so a great, very zuzzy tile that we can wait on. This isn't to say that I think that like people should seek attention or that people are like faking things for attention. No, absolutely not. It's all this is to say is that Yusong's an only child, and sometimes his biggest drug is attention. And we don't have to read too much into that. They're not on a single tile wait for the Eastwind. I'm not gonna give him that though. If they are, and they're literally the devil. I mean, they have it in their name. If they're on a single tile, HE double hockey sticks tier wait for the East one, I'm not gonna give him Ipatsu. At least I'm gonna make him work for it a little bit, you know. What else is going on? Yo, okay, huge day for us at the Yusong household. My significant other is currently switching out her keyboard. She got a new mechanical keyboard. It's a low profile keyboard, and it's got and she bought like switches, like special switches that are a little bit quieter, a little bit like velvetier, you know, on the ears. I don't know. I'm a good the keyboard ASMR kind of a person. I'm kind of a loud Riichi Mahjong song parody kind of a person, you know. It's a nice keyboard. I honestly like. I'm just happy to have a keyboard in general. Like, I don't think I have like a good palette for. I'm mixing a lot of metaphors here. I'm not gonna eat my keyboard, but like I don't really think I have a good palette for it. But I could genuinely like I didn't think that I would be able to tell the difference between the two switches. You can genuinely tell the difference. And this one's a lot quieter. And she's been kind of like annoyed because the current keyboard she's rocking with is just a little too loud to the point where it's distracting. I mean, this keyboard, if I disconnect it, it might go on Bluetooth mode, but it's pretty. Oh, I can just hang on. Let me see if you can hear it right now. Like, it's not bad. Oh, it's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay. I'm still huge pogging with it. Hang on, I have to see what we can discard here. One of bamboo is fine. What's embarrassing is that, so I have OBS open, and now I just accidentally, in case anyone's like on my Twitch chat, I just chatted in the chat. East 2, Westwind Pawn. East 2, repeat 3, 2 of circles decision. Last East 2, 7 of circles. East 4, left lord Tenpai. I just put that into my own Twitch chat. Yeah, that doesn't feel good. That feels a little embarrassing. I won't lie to you. 8 of circles is a safe tile. I gotta pay more attention. I gotta lock in. Like over 1,000 games, me being so undialed in this moment is going to cause us some problems. Left Lord's gonna sumo a big hand. Let's just pray it's not a Yakuman, like 4 concealed triplets or something. I should not have spoken that into existence either. You never want to give the gods some good comedic timing. You never want to give them that good comedic timing. They get a Mangun. Unfortunate for us, but it keeps the game moving. We are still in a decent position. So long as we do not deal into a Hanemon Henry, we are okay. I think that we are genuinely okay. 2 of circles is pretty good here. Green dragon, red dragon, our best draws. Definitely our best draws right now. Dora's the 1 of circles. We can kind of use the 1 of circles. I'll be a little bit conflicted if I see it. I won't exactly be the happiest little camper, but I would be okay with it. Green dragon, I'm gonna hold that hope. Just because like I still believe. You know what I mean? Some of you would cut the green dragon. Oh my god! Okay, pre-recorded content. Oh my god, that's disgusting. Oh my god. I guess if you play enough games, that's bound to happen. I don't know. Okay, very lucky. Extremely lucky here. So now what is our nut draw? Our nut draw is 7 of bamboo. Unfortunate that it's getting discarded. This is... wow, okay. Wowie zowie even. Wowie zowie. Now I can cheat into any tile just to get into Tenpai as well. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's okay. So here's my thinking. If we draw into like a 7 of bamboo, we can still cut this for Tenpai. If we draw into some more awesome Poggy Woggy like character shapes, if we draw into like a 5 of characters, for example, I will so easily cut this 6 followed by this 8, right? I am super okay to do that. A crosshair with the Riichi feels bad. Don't get me wrong. That feels bad. I think I'm just supposed to Gigantamax fold here. I think I'm just supposed to Gigantamax fold here with the green dragon. I'm not joking. All we had in our hand was green dragon only. We didn't even have 1 Dora. We didn't even have nothing. Right Lord goes inside Tsuji Gaming, right? They've cut a 9 of characters, so they're not waiting with a 7-8. They've cut a 3 of characters. They're not waiting with a 4-5. That's probably what Right Lord is doing. I should be saving the green dragons for later and cutting a 2 of bamboo there. Luckily, it's still a safe tile for Right Lord, but imagine if it wasn't a safe tile for Right Lord. How oh, the treachery. What a devious situation we would be in right now. At least we have another green dragon with which we can fold, and I still think that 6 of characters, yeah. Left Lord understands the assignment. 6 of characters is still very much so a safe tile. So we're about to run out. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a little bit tricky. We're about to run out. It's not doom and gloom in the sense that we see 3 copies of the 6 of bamboo, right? So it's unlikely that someone has a 6-7. So we can maybe cut the 8 of bamboo. That's interesting. A crossword is going to get a pretty nasty hand, though. They hit 1 Aura Dora. They had 2 Dora in their hand. Oh, my God. Okay. And Right Lord's feeling the pain. Right Lord loses their last dealer seat. They know they need to swing for the outfield right now. Okay, this is. They need to throw some Hail Mary passes into the end zone. Not to be a jock about it. Yusong's going through his jock arc. Ever since he started watching Dodgers highlights on YouTube, he's changed. Interesting hand. Maybe a little bit of a Tanya Terry situation. A little bit awkward here. Maybe a pure straight situation in the circle suit. Oh, but that's really good, isn't it? Nice bulge in the that's really what it's called. But nice bulging shape. That's really what it's called in the circle suit. Like now we can chi into a 4 or a 7 or a 5 or an 8 and still be really happy with the shapes that we have. Okay, a little bit awkward, right? But still really pogged. Just happy to be involved. Really pogged to have such good circle suit shapes. If we need to, we can always just cut 6 of circles as well, rather than use this bulge for all of its power. Which is the name of my I guess autobiography. We're one title. We are 1 tile away from Tenpai right now. This feels good. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? Drawing into 5 of bamboo is Tenpai. I mean, this is also freaking Tenpai. Like this is, we can maybe wait on a 1 or a 4. But I think Tanya was just too effing good. But here's the thing, like if we do Tanya, if we chi into the 5 of bamboo, we could still cut this single tile weight for the 6 of circles. That doesn't feel good, but then we can pivot off that weight to an even stronger weight afterwards. Sure, really good now. Really good now. What gets us into Tenpai? 5 of bamboo, 2 of bamboo, 5 of circles, 6 of circles. Does this get us into Tenpai? It does. I think this absolutely does. Holy smokes. A weird Tenpai to spot, but yeah, single tile waiting for the 5 of bamboo now. Hopefully, we can just end the game in first. Hopefully, again, we can just protect the throne, end the game in first. This 4-6 shape, huge polyking. I was literally just about to say, because we can upgrade it to a double-sided weight very, very easily. And now the writing is on the wall. We only have one last instance. Oh, no, Right Lord, I'm so sorry. How is this about 29% first place percentage as well? It's pretty dank. Not gonna lie to you there. Oh my god, everyone is just broken at this table right now. I'm gonna press the auto run button, but Left Lord, Saint 2-star, but also down in the dumps. Okay, Mercury must be in retrograde for Riichi Mahjong players or something. Something is not right. Right Lord cutting 2 copies of the door. They must be going for 4 concealed triplets or something a little spooky scary. I'm not sure what's going on. They need some value. Left Lord is trying to get out of 3rd place and into 2nd place. Don't even hate the optimistic Riichi there, and we take those. We absolutely take those. So no cool cat icon in our match history, but again, just happy to have some good luck. I cannot lie to you. Just happy to be harnessing the powers of autumn and having some good luck. I did not show you the elo. Let me see what the elo's at. The thing that is kind of, you know, stinks a little is that when you get 4th place, it's like minus 200. When you get 1st place, it's only like plus 140. 25-39, we're kind of chilling. Pretty soon we're gonna need to pee in a cup if we keep up this this heater, right? The 1st place percentages isn't that bad. I mean, like 2 weeks ago we had a terrible bout of like last place finishes. So let's just be happy we're here. East 2. West Wind Pawn. There was a West Wind Pawn. It wasn't this hand. It was this hand. Okay. Turn Maka on. Computer on. And let's just see what happens here. We're gaming. Still continuously gaming. East Wind. It's very, very close here between everything. Because this is Seat Wind, Prevalent Wind. But we are gaming. It's hugely unfortunate for us. Still gaming. West Wind. 2 Dora. Yeah. Now I cut 5 of characters. I continuously game. Why did I cut 5 of characters instead of 7 of bamboo? I'm not really sure. I guess the 7, if we draw into an 8, we have 7, 8, 9 Sanshoku. I definitely didn't see that at the time being, but then at least we can wait on a terminal tile. So why did I not just see the 7 of bamboo? I don't know, but we luckily made the right discard. I cut the 9 of bamboo? What is even going on here? I guess because we have 1 too many shapes in our hands, so this is okay. Do they like the pawn? They don't like the pawn. Yeah, 3 Dora. It's nice, right? It's nice, but like you don't have to like risk it all for that. What did they want me to cut here? So they just want me to have, this is 7 pairs. If they 33 to 32, basically equivalent. But I think Maka right now is straight up Yorkin the 7 pairs angle, right? Now this feels amazing. Now I cut the 2 of circles. Is a Riichi ever called? The 2 of circles is punishing, and a crosshair calls Riichi. So I discarded I did not call Riichi on this tile. They don't want me to call Riichi on this tile either. We did the correct play, which is play safe, but still kind of stay in the mix. Literally, I know the chances are low, but to even open up the possibility for this is just exquisite, just effing divine. So I'm glad that we played well there. And the fates rewarded us with a manga. East 2, repeat 3. 2 of circles decision. Maybe there was a 2 of circles. Yeah, this hand got tricky. This hand definitely got tricky. I like this. I cut the 4 of circles, which was correct. I mean, they don't like any of this, but we can still accept 3 of circles on this 1-1-2 shape. But now things are weirdo. I cut 2 of circles here, and you wanted me to cut 7 of characters. Why? So I cut 2 of circles. After this, what can we accept? 3 copies of the 8 of characters, 2 copies of the 9 of characters, 1 copy of the 1 of circles, and 2 copy of the 9 of bamboo. 8 tiles, right? Okay, now we do Maka's decision. We cut the 7 of characters. What can we accept? 8 tiles versus 2 copies of the 9, 1 copy of the 1, 4 copies of the 3, and 2 copies of the 9. 9 tiles. So it is slightly better. It is slightly better to throw the 7 there. My bad. Genuinely my bad. I don't know how you're supposed to see this, though. Like, is this... I don't know how you're supposed to see this. This is, like, so... But if I had like a million years to think about this, I wish there was an easy shorthand. If there is an easy shorthand for this, please let me know in the comment section down below. But I'm like, I guess you want to bolster your weakest shape, and this is my weakest shape. The 9s are still there, and the 9s are still there. Yeah, they don't hate the decision making, but would have been a little bit better. Do they want me to discard the 3 as well? Yeah, okay. They're okay with me throwing the 3. They're okay with me throwing the East. And now we draw back into the 6 of characters, which was actually disgusting. And they love the Riichi here. And that's gaming, folks. And that's gaming. I don't think that we won this hand, right? No, we did win this hand. Yeah, I ran this table. Okay. Last East 2. There was a 7 of circles decision somewhere in here. I got the 2 of circles, which they genuinely enjoyed. Yeah, we got like an abundance of riches, an embarrassment of riches here. We are gaming right now. And then what did you want me to throw here? This was so freaky. This was genuinely so freaky. I threw 7 of circles and it dumped me in. And that was not the right decision. I'm so bad at shapes like this. I'm genuinely really bad at shapes like this because of the fact that I'm so scared of throwing the 9 because I'm like, ooh, we don't have a pair. But then if we draw into 5 or 8, single tile York in it. I don't like that. Oh man, I even like just cutting the 7 here. I know that's like gross, but like, I'm okay just guaranteeing ourselves pin food. They don't hate it, by the way. They kind of do hate it. But if I cut this, what can we accept? We can accept 9 of circles, 6 of circles, 5 and 8 of circles, 7 of circles. We can even still accept 3 of characters, 4 of characters. If I throw this, we can accept another copy of the Dora. The shapes where I don't have a pair, I genuinely like. I'm the weakest at. I guess in this situation, it's like just like think about it for a second. If you don't have a pair, but you have 2 double-sided weights, like it allows you to accept another copy of the Dora potentially. This is. I'm gonna pull up the LibreOffice document. I intermittently post this on Discord. 1, 2, 8. When you have no pair, double entendre not intended. When you have no pair, but 2 double-sided weights, this is not a bad situation, especially if it means that you can accept another copy of the Dora. You know what I'm gonna do right now? I should have been doing this a long time ago, but like this moment, I'm going to take a screenshot of it, and then can I post that in my document? Ah! That's so good. Oh my god, that's so good. The LibreOffice document is gonna be like 17 gigabytes by the time that we're done with this. But yeah, this is just too gross. This is just too gross. Okay. I also was batting around the idea of like starting a Patreon because I think it would be really good for the channel and just my well-being, and like maybe like leaving what I have sent into the ether, just like it will remain free forever. The LibreOffice documents that I posted in the Discord will remain free forever, but I can put any updates to the LibreOffice document into the document that is released on Patreon, and I can take a little bit more time like expounding on that. Let me know what you think. I mean, no one's gonna be like, oh, less things, Yusong, but it's not like, oh, give us less and we'll be happy about it. It's more so like Yusong's trying to think of good ways, good Patreon reward goals so that he can, just be a little bit more financially sound. I know that's lame, but it is true. It is true. East 4, Left Lord Tenpai. Let's go take a peep at East 4, Left Lord Tenpai. Yeah, they chased with a single tile weight. I just need to see what happened here. So you're gaming and you are in last place. Cut the Dora. This is fine. Decent hand. Still Riichi Pinfu. A decent opportunity for that. So waiting for the 9 and the 1s. I like that. But they wanted you to Riichi with a safe tile. The 9 of characters. And there's still 3 copies of the 8 of characters left. And you're at last. So I think they're saying like actually just send it. Like actually just send it. Across Lord can't play defense. Wow. And I think do you win this round? I can't really remember. That's really unfortunate. You would have had a nice triple-sided blade, but let bygones be bygones. Nothing you can do about that one. And you do win this round. Wow. That is, I mean, a lot of luck happened. I feel like after our, we remained steadily in East 2 for like 20 minutes of that game, but after that, a lot of big hands were accrued by everyone at this table. So definitely a fun game. Kissing the ground to not be in last. That's going to do it for today's video. If you like this song or you like the genre, consider subscribing. I got new videos every single day. Consider leaving a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous, as it helps me out such a great deal. Of course, I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific. Link is down below in the description, along with our community Discord and our VODs channel in case you can't ever make it live. And whenever I stream Mahjong on Twitch, I will dual stream it on YouTube, so you can keep your eyes and ears peeled here if that's what you're into. Until next time, please take care of yourself, and please be kind to yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.